Award.
Teresa! Stop already! Ridiculous! Get the hell out of my house! No!
Fox, do something!
Teresa, it is snowing outside.
I don't care if there's a raging blizzard out there. These two dragons have made my life miserable for years now. I tried to be nice. I let them share my home. And what did they do but pay me back with snideness, insults, and ridicule? They even trashed Mama and my family, and I won't have it anymore.
Oh, well, you think you are so high and mighty. Well, let me tell you something, Missy. You are still the housekeeper's daughter.
It's coarse and vulgar to the core.
Both of you leave!
This is my home, Teresa, and I have no intention of leaving. Now shut the door. It's getting cold in here.
Oh, I'll shut the door. Ow! After I shoot you dogs out for good! Stop, Teresa!
Now it's your turn, Rebecca.
Ow! Let go of me! I told you both I wanted you out, and I meant it.
Teresa, are you crazy? There's a blizzard going on there. You can't throw us out there. We'll freeze to death.
You know, you're right.
Of course I am.
I'll have Phyllis get your coats. Phyllis!
No, you pay for this, you gold-digging tramp!
What in the world is going on? Why is that door open? It's freezing in here.
Julian, help me. She's trying to throw us out in the snow.
Teresa, what is going on?
Oh, Ethan! Ethan!
Mother? Mother, what are you doing out here?
Oh, yes! Teresa! That bitch is trying to throw me out of my own home! Oh.
This is my house, and I told you both I want you out. Now.
I'm warning you, Liz. I want you to get it out of your head about trying to steal TC from me. He loves me, and I love him. And there is no way that I'm going to let some woman who is hell-bent on revenge take him away from me. How are you going to stop me, Eve? Oh, you still think that you can threaten me with my past? It's history, Liz. TC is not going to leave me because of that.
I don't need to use your past, Eve. You're going to lose TC because your career is more important to you than he is. The poor man is starved for love and attention, and I am going to see that he gets it.
Damn Sheridan for coming back again to steal Luis away from me. I'm not gonna let it happen. Luis is gonna marry me, or he won't marry anyone. I'll see them both dead first before I'll let Sheridan have him. I won't let them do this to me. I won't.
Lies have gone on long enough. All right, we're just going to tell Antonio the truth. Sheridan, if he was well enough to marry you, then he's well enough to hear the truth.
I hope so. I don't want to hurt him, but I can't live with this lie any longer. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
I feel the same way about you. I don't want to hurt Antonio. I can't stand to be apart from you any longer, all right? We'll let him down gently. We have to tell him the truth.
All right. I'm ready.
Antonio!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I know my husband, and he won't be drawn in by someone like you.
He already is, Eve. TC and I are getting closer and closer. If you were ever at home, you would see that.
Oh, no, I see what you're doing. I just know that it's not going to work.
Oh, well, we'll see how you feel when you come home from work one night and I am in your bed with your husband.
It's never going to happen, Liz. You see, because if there's one thing that I do know, it's how to make love to my husband. So he's not going to go anyplace looking for that, especially not to you.
You're mighty sure of yourself, aren't you?
Sure of TC's love for me? Yeah. So why don't you just go back to your bed and lie down and think about this. While you're there sleeping all alone, I'll be in there with TC making love for hours. There's no way you're getting anywhere near him.
We'll just see about that, Eve.
Honey, who were you talking to? I thought I heard voices.
Oh, no one. I just went out to close the windows. I was probably just talking to myself.
Talking to yourself? So when you start doing that?
Oh, I've been doing it a long time. You just never heard me.
Baby, I love how you just keep surprising me.
Well, I love finding ways to surprise you.
So we are all alone? The girls are at the Bennett's?
We're all alone.
But you're still on call, right?
No. I had Dr. Jacob take over my shift.
Oh, you did?
I did. Because I wanted to spend some quality time with the man that I love. No phone calls, no interruptions. And I wanted to take advantage of every second that we had.
This reminds me when we first got married. Before your schedule got so hectic. We had a lot of good nights like this, didn't we?
Yeah. And we should have a lot more.
I love you, baby.
I love you.
More than anything in this world.
I love you, TC.
I am sick and tired of being treated this way.
Louis thinks he could just keep me dangling while he waits for that slut Sheridan to make up her mind which man she's in love with. I'm not gonna take it anymore. They think they could just treat me like a piece of trash and throw me out like garbage. Why can't you just love me, Louise? You told me you loved me. I thought you did. You treat me this way. You could just go ahead and marry me. I would make you forget all about Sheridan. I would make you so happy. But it's not Luis. No. He's not the one causing me all this pain. It's Sheridan. She's the one. I'm not gonna let her get away with it. I'll see her dead first.
Oh my God, he's not dead. Is he? Tell me he's not dead.
He's breathing.
Oh, thank God.
We gotta get him to the hospital, though, fast.
Oh my God, his pills. Luis, what time is it?
I don't know why.
Oh my God. I was supposed to give him his medicine a half hour ago. He must have been trying to take it himself. He's blind. He must have collapsed trying to take his pills.
Oh, no, I was afraid something like this would happen.
What?
When I came to turn down the bed, he didn't look so good. I was worried, so I came back to check on him.
What do you mean? He didn't look so good.
No, he looked woozy. I offered to help him, but he said his wife was coming back to give him his medicine.
You said that?
Yes. He even made a joke. He said it was his honeymoon, and he couldn't imagine where his wife had gone for so long. He said, what could be more important than being with her husband on their wedding night?
Are you all right, Mother?
No! I'm not all right. I'm freezing.
For heaven's sake, close the door before we all catch pneumonia.
Oh, thank you, Ethan.
Don't get too comfortable, Ivy. You're not staying here tonight.
Wait, I think this can be discussed, can it?
Oh, Ethan, we can talk, but I'm not backing down. These two women have done nothing but make my life miserable ever since I moved in here.
Oh, ever since you started acting like the Queen of Sheba and ordering people around her as if you really owned this place.
Yeah, and having all your trashy family here throwing those tacky little parties.
Mother, Rebecca, you're not helping your situation.
Oh, no, Ethan, let them prattle on. I am not going to change my mind. I have had it. I am legally Mrs. Julian Crane, and I think I've been overly generous in allowing Ivy to stay here after Julian divorced her. And especially kind in allowing Julian's cheap tart of the day stay here, too.
Oh, just who are you calling cheap?
If the shoe fits.
Julian, do something about this. This is your house, too. This is your family home.
Yes, well...
Julian, if I have to leave, just who is going to keep you warm at night, huh? And just who are you going to play these fun little games with, like I have planned, this one with Eskimos and whale blubber that is, oh, so going to make you want a dog sled.
Teresa, see here. Even you must admit that our marriage is a big mistake. It's not as if you actually share my bed.
No, I absolutely do not, and have no intention of ever sleeping in your bed. But I do have a right to legally call this my home.
Technically, it is your home, but this house has been in my family for generations. Therefore, I have the right to invite guests into my home whenever I choose.
Guests?
Rebecca is a guest, so she stays.
Julian. Julian, tell Teresa I'm staying too. I'm cold, I'm tired, and I want to go to bed.
Well, Ivy, dear, Teresa's right. You see, I did divorce you, and frankly, I haven't been able to figure out why you're still here after all this time. If it were up to me, you'd have been gone a long time ago.
What?
You see, Teresa has allowed you to stay here, not I, and now it looks as if she's pulled the plug, so I'm afraid you're out.
Oh. Rebecca! Oh, don't look at me. I'm just a guest.
Oh, Rebecca, I should have known I could never count on you!
No!
Is it always this much fun here? And I should have moved home a long time ago.
Oh, it has been a real circus since Teresa moved in here.
This is an emergency. We need an ambulance now. I don't believe this. They can't send an ambulance. The snow is too heavy and they can't get through.
But we have to do something. He's dying.
It's all right. We'll take him. I've got four-wheel drive. Just call Dr. Russell, tell her what happened, ask her to meet us at the hospital. I gotta get my keys. I'll be right back.
She's answering her phone.
Hey, if you get some blankets and a pillow, we can lay them down in the back of the SUV.
All right.
Please be there, Eve.
This is wonderful. It's been so long.
Uh-oh.
No. Don't answer. It's not the hospital.
But you know what? It could be the hospital. I told him not to call us. It was an extreme emergency. Oh, you know what? It could be one of the girls. Dr. Russell?
Eve, it's Sheridan. We're taking Antonio to the hospital. Can you meet us there?
What happened?
He's unconscious, and he collapsed, and we can't seem to revive him.
Oh, why? Did you give him the medication as we discussed?
No. I missed his last dose.
Oh. Okay, well, we don't have any time to talk about it. You get him to the ER, and I'll meet you there.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
I can't believe you're going to the hospital. I just can't believe it.
It's only a matter of time before they show up here. Looking all sad, sorry. Telling me that they're back together. And I'm out in the cold. I won't let that happen. I won't let them do this to me. I'll kill them both first. Here they come now.
Well, no peanuts or popcorn, but how about a little champagne?
Thank you, Fox.
You bet.
Yep, I'd like to celebrate the liberation of the Crane Mansion. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I am free at last of the two witches of the East.
Teresa, look, I know you and my mother have not always seen eye to eye on things, but you can't just throw her out in the street. Even if she wasn't in a wheelchair, it would be cruel and inhuman. She has nowhere to go.
Ethan, I have tried my best to be nice. I have gone out of my way to allow Ivy to stay here because she is your mother. But enough is enough.
What brought this on?
All I asked was that Ivy and Rebecca vacate the living room so that the maids could clean. We had that important business meeting here first thing in the morning, you remember?
But here? Why? We have numerous conference rooms at Crane Industries.
I prefer to have it here, Julian.
Okay, so what's the problem, Teresa?
Well, the problem is when Ivy threw out the cleaning crew because she and Rebecca were still getting drunk and scheming against me.
Mother, we do have an important meeting here tomorrow morning.
I had no idea. Of course we'll have the living room cleaned up by then. I didn't know.
Okay, there, see? It was all just a big misunderstanding. I'm sure we can come to some agreement.
No, Ethan, we can't. I don't care how innocent Ivy pretends to be. I know the truth. You know, I came downstairs and I heard these two cows plotting against me, calling me names, calling my mother names, saying they would have me back in the gutter where I belong. Well, they ripped my heritage, Ethan, and they ripped me apart.
Mother, is it true? Did you say those terrible things?
This just keeps getting better and better.
I'm so sorry, honey. I know you're upset, but you know this is an emergency.
Can't you get another doctor to handle it?
Well, this is special. This is Antonio. I mean, I'm his doctor. I know more about his condition and his history than anyone.
So what's wrong with him?
He didn't get his medicine, so he collapsed, and now he's unconscious. He could die. You see, I can't hand this over to another doctor.
Yeah, of course you can.
TC, tell me that you understand.
Sweetheart, I understand. If you have to go, you have to go. But will you please tell me something?
Anything.
When will you and I have some time together? Some uninterrupted time?
Soon, honey, so soon. I'm going to be back as soon as I can.
You're going to be back as soon as you can. That's another one of your promises, right? Don't make me promises you can't keep, Eve. It's the same scenario over and over again. You're going to go to the hospital, you won't get home until tomorrow, you take a quick shower, and then you're back at the hospital again. We haven't had time together in months.
It's not as bad as that, is it?
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, TC. I'm doing the best that I can, honey. I'm trying to be a good doctor and a good mother.
Well, what about being a good wife? Huh? When did that become the last priority on your list?
I don't know how you can even say that to me. You know that being your wife is the most important thing in the world to me.
Sweetheart, I know you mean it. But I love you. And I love that you are so dedicated to your career and that you're so dedicated to our girls. But I miss you and I need you. I don't want to sound selfish, but sometimes I need to come first.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry. I understand, and I'm terribly sorry for this, and I swear that I'm going to make things better. I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much for understanding. And I'll be back as soon as I can. Oh, Liz would be asleep by now. Good. At least I don't have to worry about her doing anything with TC tonight.
I need you. I need you to help me. Don't go. Antonio.
Liz, this isn't working.
What do you mean? I love you.
I don't think you do. Not completely, anyway. There's always this wall, this distance between us. You just won't let me in.
Then I'll try harder. I do love you, Antonio.
But you always keep a little bit of yourself away from me. I just can't deal with that anymore. I'm sorry.
Antonio, don't leave me. Come back. Go back to your bed, Liz. Alone.
Liz! Well, it's a shame that Eve's still at the hospital.
Well, why don't I just fill in for her?
All right.
Sure of TC's love for me? Yeah. So why don't you just go back to your bed and lie down and think about this. While you're there sleeping all alone, I'll be in there with TC making love for hours. There's no way you're getting anywhere near him.
No, Eve. No.
Eve's leaving. She must be going back to the hospital.
Beth, I need my keys. I gotta take Antonio to the hospital.
Antonio, he's here?
Yeah, he and Sheridan are next door, but he's unconscious.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Sheridan and I find him lying on the floor, and there were pills everywhere. He must have been trying to take his medicine. I gotta take him to the emergency room. Look, I'm not sure when I'm gonna be back, all right?
No, I'll come with you. Give it to me.
All right. Hey.
Maid said that she'd meet you at the car with the blankets.
Good.
Chris, if he dies, it's gonna be my fault.
I'm not gonna let him die. All right, come on.
Chris, would you please get the suitcases in the closet?
Thanks.
I have said something that may have been misconstrued.
Mother, you said everything that Teresa's saying, you said more. In fact, I've never heard anyone be so nasty and cruel as Mother and Rebecca were being to Teresa.
Mother, what were you thinking? Gwen, you know Ivy and I love to talk. It was just talk.
We may have had a bit too much champagne. We didn't mean anything by it.
Oh, you meant every vicious word you said.
Fox, I'm your mother. Are you trying to get me thrown out of the family home?
Our family home? Oh, that's rich. That's rich. It's me you're talking to, Mother. Come on. I never really lived in our family home until now. You shipped me off to boarding schools with my sisters, remember? Got rid of us, made sure it was unpleasant for us to come home during the holidays. I mean, you created a family home for your precious little Ethan. Your firstborn. Your first love's bastard child. So, please, spare me the warm and fuzzy family memories, okay? They're not gonna fly.
Fox, I never...
Save it. Save it.
Teresa's right. Mother, she allowed you to live here. How could you talk against her that way? And her mother. Pilar has been your friend for so many years.
Ethan, I cannot believe you're being taken in by this girl's lies again. And it was Rebecca who talked against Pilar.
Oh, enough. Ivy. You know, I suppose I will have to deal with Rebecca since she is Julian's guest. But I don't have to deal with you. I want you out of here, and I want you out now.
What are you doing here, Liz? She's asleep. Liz is a sleepwalker. If I should wake her up, well, I don't know how to deal with a sleepwalker. I'll call Eve.
Come on, get him inside. Get him on the heart monitor. Start oxygen, get a lactated ringer. His pulse is breather ready.
Right away, doctor.
Oh, is he gonna make it? I don't know. I can't tell you. This is the worst that I've ever seen him.
Can you do anything?
I'm gonna try, Luis, but I can't promise you that he's gonna make it to the night.
Ethan, surely you can find some legal precedent that will allow me to stay in this house. This house has been my home for many, many years. Where am I gonna go?
I'm sorry, Mother. I mean, legally, this is Teresa's and Julian's house, and you can't stay unless one of them says you can stay.
Well, I'm certainly not going to offer.
Well, don't look at me. I can't very well keep 2 women guests here. I mean, how would that appear?
Oh, Julian, you are a yellow-bellied, miserable excuse for a man. Go to hell!
I think I'll have some more bubbly.
Ethan, you are supposed to be a lawyer. Can't you do something?
I don't think there's anything I can do. But I will, look, I'll check a couple of cases. Maybe we can turn this thing around. I'll be in the library.
I'll help you.
You're next. When?
Careful there. Your claws are showing.
Well, we'll just see what Ethan comes up with, won't we, Teresa?
Yes. And if he does, I'll be sure to notify you. Just call with your forwarding address.
What?
You heard me. I'll let you know if Ethan comes up with something to save your ample behind. But in the meantime, I said I wanted you out, and I meant it. Now get out before I have to throw you out again.
Yeah, I said I need to speak to Dr. Eve Russell. It's important.
I'm sorry, but she's with a patient.
Yeah, I know that. This is her husband. I need to ask her a quick question. I'm sure she'll take the phone call.
I'm so sorry, Coach Russell, but a man could be dying. She really can't leave him, not even for a moment.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, maybe you can answer the question.
I'll try.
Yeah, I got this woman who's sleepwalking in my house, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I know you're not supposed to wake him up. Is that right?
That's right. The best thing to do is just leave her alone. Let her enact whatever she's dreaming. It could be dangerous to stop her or to try to wake her up.
Okay. Well, could you have my wife give me a call as soon as she gets free? It's very, very important.
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you. Hey.
He has to be all right. And this is all my fault. I should have been there to give him his medicine.
Sheridan, you gotta stop blaming yourself, all right? And Dr. Russell always said that Antonio didn't have long to live.
Yeah, but I should have been there for him.
right, Sheridan. If Antonio dies, it's your fault. You don't care who you hurt or how many lives you destroy.
What's happening?
Is he any better? He's still unconscious. We're monitoring him very closely, but it's like I said, it doesn't look very good.
So we just have to wait and see, huh?
Yeah. But none of this had to happen. Sheridan, I gave you explicit instructions on Antonio's medication. I told you how critical it was that he get the medication on time. What happened?
I was just outside in the hallway.
For how long?
I don't know.
Well, what could have been more important than making sure that Antonio got his medication?
It's my fault.
Your fault?
Sheridan was with me.
With you? Oh, I don't believe this.
Here. Don't say I never did know you. I wouldn't want you to freeze in the front yard. Ugh, we'd have to look at you until spring.
Teresa, there is a blizzard going on outside. I have nowhere to go.
How about a hotel? Or maybe you could call one of your socialite sorority sisters to put you up. Or you could go to Grace's B&B. On second thought, that's not such a good idea. She'd probably throw you out, too. My goodness, Ivy, I am all out of ideas. You're just gonna have to figure it out for yourself.
Teresa, I'm no more anxious than you are to keep Ivy here, but perhaps we should wait until morning. There is a fierce storm raging. Ivy could die out there.
Well, if she does, I'll be sure to send flowers. But I draw the line at paying for her funeral.
Do me a favor. Remind me never to get on your bad side.
Well, I'm sorry if I sound cruel, but I have had it. Ivy's insulted me, my mother, my family, and my heritage, and I will not have her under my roof, not for one more night. You need to leave now. Move it!
Liz, are you okay? Maybe she's still sleeping. She can't hear me. Maybe I'll just try to sit her down and...
Please, God, don't let Antonio die. He's Sheridan's husband, and she'll leave Luis alone if Antonio lives, but, well, if he doesn't, I hope that she'll be so poisoned with guilt that she will never have a relationship with Luis again. And I pray that Sheridan blames herself for Antonio's death because she was with Luis. And that guilt will keep them apart forever. And it will destroy their love. What? God, are you mad at me? Because I'm praying for someone else to have a miserable life? Well, I don't care. I want Sheridan to be miserable. She has done nothing but bring misery to me, and she's tried to destroy my life. And whether or not Antonio lives, never let Sheridan take Luis away from me. Never!
I can't believe you left Antonio to be with Luis and then you forgot to give Antonio his medication.
Look, I feel terrible about it. All right, but we didn't plan for it to happen. It just did. I went out to make a cold compress for Antonio.
And we ran into each other in the hallway.
But you're in the same hotel?
We're staying in rooms right next door to each other.
We didn't plan it. We didn't even know. We ran into each other. We started talking. We realized that there had been a huge misunderstanding.
Well, what misunderstanding?
We're going to elope the night before the wedding.
Elope?
We were supposed to meet at the judge's office, but I overslept and I didn't show till the morning.
I thought he changed his mind.
I didn't know that she'd been there, and I thought she changed her mind and decided to marry Antonio.
I thought he'd changed his mind.
I hadn't.
Neither had I.
Look, anyway, to make a long story short, we realized there was a misunderstanding, that we wanted to be together and to be married.
We were going to tell Antonio the truth about us. That's when we found him. It's just,
okay,
lying there.
It is none of my business whether you two get together or not. But right now, I have a patient in there whose life is on the line. And the reason he is in such bad shape is because you were with Luis instead of with Antonio, giving him his medication.
I know.
Well, I just hope that your coming together tonight doesn't kill Antonio. Because I don't know how you two are going to be able to live with that. I just hope that you haven't put a curse on your love.
If Ivy won't leave on her own, I'll have Harmony PD come here and cart her away.
It's your fault. My son will die.
I'll do anything for you. I'll even walk away from my family.
Make love to me.